Hey y'all. Hold on here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Yay. Y'all ain't never seen my YouTube studio, huh? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Get the folks time to get on here. Let me turn these lights on in here. I was so right, yeah. Thought I could turn emotions on and off. What did y'all think about the Essence documentary? Thank you guys so much. Those of you who tuned in, those of you guys who are followed behind my career, followed behind me, and got to see a behind the scenes snapshot of everything that I had going on. I thank y'all so much. That was a rarity for me. As much as these folks been trying to get me to do reality TV, I've never been keen on giving too much away about what goes on in my life behind the scenes. I kind of like to filter what y'all see, my Isaac stories, me playing around with Miss Kenny, so on and so forth. I can control the narrative with those things. I try to keep my personal, intimate moments intimate, but it was my first time, and I thought it would be only prudent that I share that with you guys. Uh, y'all gotta forgive me. I've got smeared uh, eyeliner and makeup on because I had to record some videos for a promotional partner earlier today in the middle of me doing my basketball wives videos and whatnot. But I'm here for y'all for a little bit. Y'all show me some love. If you like the documentary, be sure to share with everybody. Let me go on my computer real quick and tell the girls I'm live and we'll get this Q&A started. We will get this Q&A started real quick. Oliver, if you here and you in the chat room, please tell everybody in the chat room that I am live doing a Q&A. Get this quick and share. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me share it to the Funky Dineva Facebook page real quick. Live Q&A. Copy bomb. The Atlanta chapter of the Funky Bunch. Y'all checking in. Yes, God. One time for the Atlanta chapter. Is this live now? Yes, this live. So what questions y'all got for me? What you got for me? Oakland in the Oakland chapter in the house. Shout out to the Charlotte chapter, the Texas chapter, the Jacksonville chapter is in the house. There we go. I'm back. Mississippi in the house. All right. So the question that I got was, who was my favorite celebrity and why? I don't look like favorite celebrity, so I want to alter your question and I'll answer it as, which celebrity have I learned the most from? And that would be none other than Miss Candy Burris. Y'all know Candy used to manage me at one point. Why nobody fixed my car? I answer that next. So Candy used to manage me, and I learned a lot. She took a lot of time out of her life to pour into me, and I appreciate her for that. There's a lot of celebrities that I admire, but I can't really say that I have a favorite at this. Who had bad breath? Nobody. Oh, I'm buffering. Okay, let me see if I turn my. Hold on. All right, so I just turned my Wi-Fi off, and it's just straight on my 4G. Is it doing a little better? Is this better? North Carolina in the house. All right, what other questions you ladies got? Ladies and gentlemen got before we get off this live. I got to eat. Okay, much better, much better, much better. Okay, did everybody say it's much better. All right, let's keep this live rolling. What else you got? You keep leveling up. I mean, naturally, Nikki, I gotta keep leveling up. They keep trying to tear me down. What you finna eat? I put some chicken, rice, corn, and vegetables in the crock pot earlier today. What do you like the most about YouTube and what do I hate the most about YouTube? So what I like the most about YouTube is the freedom and the lifestyle that it has afforded me. Y'all don't know, I began calling myself a rich white woman because of YouTube, simply because I literally can wake up every day and do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it because of YouTube. What do I hate the most about YouTube? That they change the rules up on you at the drop of a damn dime. You don't never know what happens, what's gonna happen, so on and so forth. But I love YouTube overall. It's afforded me the ability to not have to work in corporate America for a decade now. I've been 10 years in the game, so shouts out to YouTube. Off, get off my bed, your stinking ass. Would you return to the Essence Festival? I would most definitely return if they would have me. Do people calling me Nessa annoy me? No, it doesn't annoy me. Granted, I'm Dineva, but child, it's just second nature to be like, Nessa, girl. You know, Nessa is just the moniker for you talking to your best friend, the messy bitch at work that you gossip with, your auntie. Um, yeah. What's my most proudest accomplishment? Um, Believe it or not, Essence Festival has recently trumped the other one, but my proudest accomplishment prior to Essence Festival was the fact that I tell myself I retired at 27. I'm now 35 years old. I'll be 36 August 20th, and at 27 years old was the last time I ever had to punch a clock for the man. So that's my proudest moment. How long do I plan on doing YouTube? Forever, bitch. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go. All right, y'all. We had to reconnect. So I said, how long do I plan on doing YouTube? Forever, until these hoes kick me off. You know, ultimately, guys, I have plans to be a nighttime talk show host. That's what I want to be. That's what I'm working towards. But what people don't understand is people on YouTube make more money than people on TV. These hoes on Love and Hip Hop, all these different shows, embarrassing themselves for $5,000. I mean, $500 an episode, $800 an episode, and it's people making millions and millions and millions in YouTube. I'll just be frank with you. I make in the double digit thousands a month on YouTube. I've got friends on YouTube that make $20,000 and $30,000 a month, and that's real good money. So, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. It beats punching a clock. It beats being in a cubicle. It beats being outside. You know, laying cement or concrete. So I ain't going nowhere until they kick my ass the fuck off here, or I find something better to do. But even if there's a real talk, even if there's a technology shift, there will always be a need for entertainment reporting and satire and entertainment gossip. And I'll just move to whatever monetized medium that is. I think I've been in the game long enough to be able to do so. But until then, I'm going to sit my ass right here on YouTube. Will me and Mariah Huck ever make amends? I don't have an issue with Mariah. I just don't get into some of the shit that she do. And when we were, you know, in talks with one another those years ago, like, you know, she just revealed a lot of things to me and I discerned a lot of things in her spirit. And so just some of the phoniness and the lies that she continues to tell 7 and 8 years later still bothers me. So once she can come full circle with who she is and make amends with the situation, then I'll be able to make amends with her. You and Maddie are inspiration. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you guys so much who sent the super chats. You know me and how I feel about internet panhandling. I'll never be one of those people that be like, super chat, send me super chat. Nah, I'm good over here. My bills are paid and I'm eating. But for those of you who choose to give me a donation, thank you. I recognize it. I definitely appreciate it. Um, Let's see, these comments are going so fast. Tell Miss Kenny I said, hey, somebody had just wrote something about what advice could you give a YouTube? If you could write that question again so I could see it. Um, Funky, is there any reason you and Maddie haven't been filming as much recently? Very good question. Y'all, I've been on the road with Maddie for a year. Like when we came back from all right, so the question was, why haven't me and Maddie been filming a lot recently? Y'all, I've been on tour with Maddie for a year. When we came back from the Dominican Republic, when I landed, my Facebook memory came on and it said to that, it was a year to the day, the first time I had did the Queen's Court, being in and out of town every weekend or every other weekend, 2 and 3 times a month. So when we started picking up on the live shows, then it was like in order for me to get a break, I'm not gonna be flying into Atlanta to do the recorded shows. I'll just do the road shows to kind of give me a break. Not to mention, the Queen's Court, that is T.S. Madison's platform that she shared with me, but at the end of the day, that is still hers. And, I've got solo efforts and things that I want to do, and being on the road all the time is not necessarily conducive to building what it is I need to build for myself while she builds what she builds. So that we rotate. That's why she rotates the judge. What kind of advice could you give somebody who wants to build a YouTube page? Be authentic, be genuine. Don't do reality TV reviews. It's late. I opened up that door and started that. Now everybody think they could just sit down and watch TV and just regurgitate what they saw on the screen, and that they're gonna be rich and fabulous and famous. And that's late, and it's lazy. It's lazy ambition. Oh, because everybody doing it, I'ma jump in there and do it too. And your videos getting 300 views. Be original. Do you. And if you're gonna come into an oversaturated market of reality TV reviews, which I'm getting ready to move out of, then bring something unique to the table other than trying to sit up and be mean and just Jones on people and say mean stuff about people. I think the difference between me and a lot of other people is, while I can read and rank and all these other things, you've got to bring a level of intellect and wit to the situation. What do I think about the LGBT reality shows on YouTube? I think they're great. There hasn't been a space carved out for the LGBT reality TV shows on television, so a few brave soldiers took it in their hands to put it on the web where things are free, and I commend them for it. I've even done a scene or two with Chasing Atlanta, but I support all of them. Do I have a favorite video from these past 1 years or 10 years? I can still watch your scandal reviews. Um, my hair is laid like leaks. That one her hair was 8 out in the back. That was a good one. My hair is laid like Tammy Roman is a good one. My hair is laid like Nikki Gilbert. The Chateau Charade videos will always be classics. My hair is laid like Judge Cancer. I mean, there is a lot of good ones. Why aren't you more mainstream? Ruben Witter, that's a good goddamn question. Matter of fact, y'all flood Mona Scott Young. Y'all flood Mona Scott Young Twitter and her Instagram right now. Ask her that damn question. Ask Bravo Andy that question. And ask everybody else that question. But Ruben, I believe in timing. Um, you got people that peak quickly and they disappear equally as quickly. Slow and steady has been my brand. I'm 10 years in and I'm still here. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Have I ever dealt with any jealousy from the industry or someone trying to play politics stopping you from get a bag? Um, so have I dealt with jealousy in the industry? Of course. I mean, y'all witness that. Y'all see these people pop up and make unsolicited videos about me. And I got a YouTube rule. A personal rule and commitment of mine. I just don't talk about other vloggers, and YouTubers. I just won't. And I do that in order to feel somewhat vindicated when they sit up on their platforms and talk about me, because it at least gives me the ammunition to say, bitch, I ain't never said nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good at night knowing that I ain't never did or said nothing about nobody and y'all sitting over there talking about me. So, I've experienced that. In terms of somebody trying to stop my bag, Not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have had conversations in back rooms that I haven't been privy to, but it hasn't stopped anything. And you know the old adage, what God has for me is for me. Why did I move from Atlanta? I was in Atlanta for a decade. I woke up one Christmas. I went home, and when I came home and walked in my sister's house, it just felt right, and I never went back. I got all I needed to get out of Atlanta. I did a decade there. And so it was time for me to step into a new creative energy, something that was going to catapult me to the next phase of my life. Or I could have sat there in that same energy and not have grown. And y'all have noticed the difference in my, productivity and my creativity since I've gotten out of that workspace. I still love Atlanta. Atlanta is still like my second home. I probably will move back to Atlanta at some point. I definitely thought I would settle in Atlanta, but for now, Atlanta's not where I need to be. The spirit moved me to be on Miami Beach. So someone asked, "What is networking within the black community like for me?" Networking within the black community is pretty easy for me. Granted, you got to understand I have a corporate background and I'm fairly confident and articulate, and I learned to do it. I'm an alpha. I learned I'm a naturally outgoing person. I'm a natural talker. Alpha refined me. College groomed me. So talking and networking, I was a corporate accountant for a decade. That's something that comes second nature. But being a popular face also helps because my so someone just asked, "What's the best advice you could give?" The best advice I could give is go with what feels right. Um, Go with what feels right in your spirit. And number two, be a free thinker. Do you have any advice for someone who has cut off all of their family to be creatively successful? Yeah, you already did it. Keep their ass cut off. People's energies will definitely stifle your creativity, and you're at your optimum level of creativity when you're at your optimal level of peace. So if you cut them off, you did the first step. Keep their ass cut off. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? What are other goals that you want to achieve this year? I definitely want to get into the product business, some sort of product. I definitely want to diversify my income and not just have it all resting in the entertainment bucket, but get a brick and mortar business of some sort, a salon, a restaurant, a bar, a beauty supply store. I need another stream of income that exists independent of the Funky Dineva brand. I've got some real estate ventures I'm partaking in. So those are my goals for the rest of the year. And then growing this into something bigger. Will you get more dogs? I will when I move out of a building. If I move into a house that actually has like a yard that's fenced in, I probably would be the old lady with five, six, seven dogs. Hey, Terry P from Cali. I can see Quentin on a Tyler Perry giving Iyanla like lessons. You don't. It's not too far fetched. I've actually got something in the works on an Iyanla like scale that hopefully will make it to TV in the near future. What else we got? This light. I'm trying to keep it. Let me turn this way. Let me see. Is there a ceiling for black creatives? Why do I see? Why don't I see this industry in the mainstream? Um, I mean, I don't know if there's a ceiling just yet. Well, shit, there can't be a ceiling if there wasn't even a door. The black creators, we're just getting in. So, I don't, I mean, I'm sure there is a ceiling. We don't know what it is. But people like Issa Rae, who's come from YouTube and become everything she is, you got Blame it on Quay on IG. You got all these different people who are like breaking down barriers for black creators from the social media space. I think we are only in the beginning of what we're going to see in terms of black creatives and what we can do. And then, shouts out to the first like big black creator, which was like Tyler Perry, going from the mediocre church plays to having this conglomerate of a media business. So he's definitely somebody I kind of idolize and look up to. Ooh, my eyes are red. I'm tired, honey. I got that makeup in there. All right, what else? Do I still watch Black China? I ain't never watched Black China. I just only watched that little fight scene. Are me and Rico Chappelle still friends? No, we are not. Though there's no beef, we're not friends. Is Married to Medicine more real than Real Housewives of Atlanta? Yes, it is. Um, yes, Married to Medicine is more real than Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did you ever get in touch with the Pose producers recording my role? No, I did not, but I got to rub elbows with a lot of the cast from Pose at Essence. Which presidential candidates do you like so far? I've always liked that shit Elizabeth Warren been talking. I've been liking her. She been talking that shit I like for a long time. Um, in a perfect world, in a perfect utopian society, Bernie Sanders would be president. I said this in another video though. The shit that Bernie Sanders is talking is utopian, but it would require the dismantling of a lot of institutions that make the rich and powerful rich, and the rich and powerful are not about to let Bernie Sanders dismantle everything that they've worked and lived for. So unfortunately, while he is the best candidate, it's just slightly unrealistic. Elizabeth Warren, she ain't too far off from unrealistic, but I like her. Um, Kamala, for me, the verdict is still out, but I will say that's a bad sister. Any advice for networking with other black entertainers? You know what? I don't put a lot of weight on networking. I don't. I put your energy into your art, and them people will come to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do, I've never run to anything or anyone in this business. It always comes to me. Do not approach it thinking, oh, I gotta connect with the right people to go to the next level. No, you gotta get your product, your industry, your art to the next level in order to go to the next level. Do I have an agent? Yes, I do. Her name is Tracy Christian of TCA Jed Root in Beverly Hills, California. Where'd I get my leopard outfit from? None of your goddamn business. I don't want you dressing like me. And Zara. I get most of my clothes from Zara. Um, how do I deal with people who try to assassinate my character? I don't deal with them. I know who I am. It took me a long time to figure it out, but once I did, there's that shit don't bother me. My thoughts on Diddy and Lori. Diddy ought to be ashamed of his damn self, and Lori, you trifling, but you get it honest. You get it from your mom, a lady heroin, aka Marjorie Harvey. Um, do I still do yoga? Yes, I do. Not as frequently as I was doing it when I first started sharing it with y'all. I'm down to like once a week, twice a week, but I am still doing it. As a member of the LGBT community, what do you feel about the latest season of Are You the One? I don't even know what Are You the One is. I'm sorry. I'm 36, almost 40. Do you think black people can have their own presidential party because the Democrats and Republicans are not for us? No, I don't. Black people, we are still a underserved minority population in this country. What advice do I have for Monique? Check out the video. Daniva, I'm 28, having a hard time finding a full-time job. What do you think about teaching English in Japan full-time? I think you should do it. You're 28, you're young, you probably don't have no kids. The fact that you're considering going to Japan, you only live once, child, go ahead. Tasha K and Funky are cool. I love me some Tasha K. That's my homegirl. I don't always agree with some of the people that she bring on her show. And she goes places that are very daring, but I respect Tasha K, the person, a whole lot. Do you recommend any of the reality TV shows on OWN? I like Huntsville, the Huntsville one. The Having to Hold Charlotte. I've been popping in and out of that one. I like the business one with Melisha. The one she trying to help people fix their business, and of course, Iyanla fixed my life. Has your background in finance helped you with your current media focused career? Not on the creative side, on the analytical side, in terms of like, okay, trending what my numbers and my revenue was doing. And I'm like, okay, these types of videos are winning, these types of videos aren't. What is the data telling me? And just being in corporate alone and being in a corporate environment for so long has just taught me how to navigate and do business amongst the entertainment industry. What do you think about Alexis Sky? I don't. I'm grown. I don't know too much about them kids. Can you do a video with Miss Kenny? I will one day whenever she not drunk and can get to my house in time and not be asleep at 8 o'clock in the afternoon. When are you coming to the Bay Area? Very soon. Me and Maddie were actually talking about coming out there on some Queens Court stuff. But one of my good homegirls, Erin, is from the Bay Area, and we're actually now planning a trip to LA, Vegas, and the Bay. Did I watch Beyond the Pride versus Prejudice? I watched the clips online. I got it on my DVR or whatever the case may be. Do Miss Kenny got a job? Yes, Miss Kenny is a social worker. Now, Miss Kenny did have a part-time job at Bal Harbor. She was a concierge. I'm telling all her business. And she was drinking wine with the white ladies and got a little tipsy. And then she started doing death drops in the middle of the rich white people mall. And her supervisor saw her on the camera and they gave her a pink slip. Will I be reviewing Atlanta Housewives this season? Yes, I will. Mackenzie, why? Yes, I can see your question. I see everybody's questions. Let's see. No, I didn't see the cucumber party. Uh-uh. Why are white women so hard to work with at the job? Why are white women so hard to stand behind in the grocery store line? White women are just hard, period. It has to do with white fragility and entitlement issues. And the fact that they are raised to be America's semi-precious jewel. America has told the white woman that they will do any and everything to protect them and that they deserve to be protected and made first by all costs. And we're now living in an era where the tables and the tides are turning and many of them can't handle it. So what do you think about? So somebody asked, would I ever review any of the White Housewives shows? I've tried, y'all, but the issue is the videos as organic as the shows in which the characters I can relate to. I can't relate the two white women getting mad because one did not invite me to a magazine photo shoot. I was spend the listing on your $9 billion house. I can't relate to that stuff. So I be looking at them like I don't understand the basis of this argument. Therefore, I can't have any real emotional attachment to it. Um, I would love to link up with Amanda Seals on her podcast. I've been watching Amanda Seals since she played Dee Dee on My Brother and Me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take a few more questions. We did this for 30 minutes. I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes, and I'm out of here. I'm not watching When You See Us. It's hard enough waking up watching TV every day. I'm not voluntarily putting that depressing ass shit in my system. Who is your biggest? Nobody caught me anywhere in New Orleans in no alley with no shoe on. That mess is not even true. And quiet as it's kept, when person XYZ saw me, they put their face down in their phone and kept walking like they knew to do. Do I feel like I have true friends? Yes, I do. How do you determine when a close family friend or member shouldn't be in your life anymore when you have to ask this very question that you just asked about the person? What do you think about April Jones and Little Fizz on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? I think it's a sham. I think it's all bullshit because Fizz and Omarion would have been on tour on that Millennium tour while they were filming that. And so it's hard for me to believe that Fizz is messing around with April and going on stage every day. Mackenzie Y says, Mackenzie Y asked, how do I deal with people copying me all the time? To be honest, Mackenzie, I don't deal with it. Like y'all, my ability to have tunnel vision and tune out bullshit is very keen. Um, to be honest with you, I don't see most of it. So I don't even have to deal with it. Dealing with it is not even an option. Would you visit the UK? I absolutely would. I would love a UK boyfriend. I would love one in the States, one in the Caribbean, one in the UK, and I even take one down in Africa. Give me one in Canada too. Yes, I did hear season 11 might be the last season of Wendy, but I don't believe it because Wendy is a cash cow and she's making a lot of money. And it's not like she has any predecessors coming up behind her. And it's an easy damn job when she's making a lot of money. I don't see her voluntarily walking away. What's Cadillac Kimberly beef with me? I don't know. You have to ask her. Baby Isaac actually just left my house today. My sister stopped by to bring the dog. She had been watching my dogs ever since I went to Essence and the Dominican Republic. She actually had my dogs for damn near a month, and they just came home today. All right, y'all. One more women. Does it get overwhelming being so known? I don't think I'm so known. Mackenzie, it can at times, but yes, I know Kadir Howard. I love Kadir. Kadir's very cool. Um, I have a rule when you're popular and you're easily recognized by people. When I don't want to be bothered, I don't go places where I think people will recognize me. I'm mostly popular amongst people of color, black people, Latin, Hispanic people. So when I don't want to be bothered, I just go to white people bars or white people restaurants or white people environments where I ain't got to worry about nobody knowing my black ass. Now I might have to worry about them following me around the store thinking I'm a steal, but I ain't got to worry about them being up in my face trying to take a picture. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign off. Did I ever attend? Did I ever consider attending an HBCU? Not for undergrad. Um, I was dead set on going to Florida State University where I got my degree in economics. But in hindsight, I do regret not going to an HBCU at least for undergrad. All right, y'all. I am about to sign off. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. I hope y'all like the documentary. Be sure to share this, that, and the other. And I'll be calling y'all tomorrow with, I guess, love and hip hop and every damn thing else that was going on. And you know what? I can commit to doing these Q&A lives more. This was kind of fun talking with y'all. Y'all have fun, and we'll talk later. Bye.